Hi everybody, welcome back. It's budget time. I thought I would come on and do this with you because I've got some bills over here that I have not put in my... Doesn't this look so much better than all of this? You know, doesn't this look so much better than, you know, all of this? And it's all nice and neat in here. I push this over, and then I have like the first one, there's like, I don't know how many, 12? I think there's 12 slots, right? So the first slot is like the cell phone bill, electricity bill, that kind of stuff, right? And then utilities, and the second one is supposed to be medical, and that's what I've got to put in here. So I'm going to put these in here real quick because there's a few of them. Like, here's my cell phone. This has got to go in the top here, in here. Second one is like medical, and I think these are all medical. It seems like I had just got those paid, and now we're doing it all over again. Then I have credit card stuff in the next one. And the next one is credit card. This one is the school, things going on with the school. And then cars, registrations, that kind of thing. And then a couple of extra, like the back one is like what he wants to do for the vehicles. So he printed this out for me a while ago. So we'll do this in just a second, but I want to go in here and cross off some of this stuff because I know he's done it already. Okay, he's done this, and I think he's done the oil change. The edge, we did the struts, alignment, we put new tires on too. That wasn't part of this, but we put tires on. The Hummer, the camper, and all that we have not even dealt with yet. Like the edge, he wants to put new stereo and speakers in my car. I'm not worried about that. It's like, no, it's fine the way it is. And a new windshield. Until this windshield is no good and I can't see through it anymore, I'm not changing it. Because as soon as you put it in, it happens. I don't think we've done the rotors and the pads yet. We still have to do that one, and I can't remember if we did the oil change. I don't remember. I think he did it. I'll have to ask him. But his car's taken care of. Mine still needs, the truck still needs stuff done to it. So we've crossed off a couple of things on there, you know, so I can put this back in there. But this looks so much better than seeing all those ugly papers that I had all over. So I do not do this in pen. I know some people do. There ain't no way in heck I'm doing that in pen. Okay, that's gonna go in. This is the dentist. Because remember, this is medical. So let me put this in the medical part. Okay. And this is the statement for the credit card, which I already have in here. I don't know why I got another. I think they sent it in the mail. He needs to go in and put paperless. So, okay, we are in the second half. So the 20th through April. Oh, I need to look at that's the one thing about this that I don't like, is I don't have the next thing. So April 3rd. So until the 3rd. So the first is the end of the month stuff, first of the month stuff, which is usually a lot. So like I've done before, I have put in here when things are due. No amounts, just when they are due. I just filled that in. Right? So what we're going to have to deal with is the cell phone. Cell phone is every 2 weeks, just like when he gets paid. Okay. The cell phone, the electric bill, a credit card, the Prime account, our insurance, the other credit card, and then the house payment, the camper payment, internet, tumbling, another credit card, and I think that's it for until the 3rd, because these are the 5th through. Because I got to go in and fill out April's stuff, and I will do that off camera. I need to go in and do that. But it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. So that's all in here. So I'll write down the amounts when I go back through. See, now he's not the only one getting paid. I get paid every week from one job, and then when I start my other job, it's going to be just like him. It's going to be every 2 weeks. It's bi-weekly. So if I start, the pay period started on the 25th. So everything I work from the 25th through the next ending pay period, which is 1, 2, probably that next Saturday, the next 2 weeks. So sometime in the middle of April, I'll get my first check, is what I'm thinking. Once I get that, then I'll figure it out. But it's hard for me to, I don't know when I should expect my first check. Because they started me on the first day of the pay period, so the 25th, and it goes for 2 weeks. So I don't know when they get paid. If it's because if it's like his, it's every other week, but the dates change. So I have no idea how it's gonna go. I don't know. So the back of the calendar, if you have this is the budget, no undated happy planner. And what I did is, because I'm not using a happy planner, I didn't want it on discs. I like my farmhouse look, is I repunched the holes for it to fit this, because I do like this side of it. I have not been filling out the savings tracker. I probably should, because he's handling things now. I just write it in here, and then he decides pretty much when I, like, everything that is due between now and the 3rd on the 20th. So the 20th to the 3rd, I subtract out of the checkbook when he gets paid. He doesn't do it that way. So he does it his own way. So whatever, that's his thing. I just tell him what's due, when it's due, how much it is. And then he can do it from there. So I'll fill this in. You know, this is under the headings, right? I'll go in here and fill it out. And then we have, like, what I was doing to begin with in the notebook, is I was doing this paycheck and then this paycheck, writing in the totals and when they're due, right? Well, it bugs the heck out of him that I don't have it in order. Like, this is the end of the month, so from the 20th, 3/20, everything 3/20 up to 4/1, and I don't do it that way, I'm sorry. I will do it that way in the next one for April. I will go in and make sure that the dates are correct, because it drives him nuts. He says, why does it say the 1st down here and the 1st up here? And then August in the middle. I said, it's just the way I wrote it in there. You know, it doesn't matter. It's all the same, the dates are there. He just likes them, you know, and it probably makes sense. You know, my brain works differently, but I get it. So I have not got my heating bill yet. Because that's going to be due over here. And I'm going to have to write that in here. I need a pencil. I don't want to use the green one. Let's get a pencil. So I don't think I wrote it in here yet. I haven't. Oh, yes, I did. It's right here on the 7th. So I have it. I mean, we paid that. It just wasn't crossed off. And I didn't fill in the gas for the cars and stuff. Okay. So on the 320 to 43, we have the house, like I said, I always do, I do it different. So the end of the month stuff, cell phone, electricity bill, a credit card, Prime, I'm going to pay off the school dues, the insurance, another credit card, another credit card, another credit card. That's due on the 1st. The dentist, I don't know when he wants to pay that. He can pay it this check or the next check. It's probably going to be this one. But I don't know because it'll be on a Monday. So the 20th is Monday. So I'll probably pay that on 3/20. So we'll change that. And then he has his PT, physical therapy. He'll go on Monday. He'll go on Monday, so that'll be $30. But after that, he won't go. So for this paycheck, it's only going to be $30 because he's going to have surgery, and then he's done with PT for a while. And then the vitamins are going to come out. He wants that written out. He's already told me he wants that written out. I got to find that paper, and it might be in here. I'll have to look. He wants to know when it comes out. And it's like, I have no idea when it comes out. I get a thing saying it's being shipped, and then I get an amount. But I can go in to Amazon and say, expected delivery, say it's supposed to be delivered on the 30th. Then I can tell him the 30th or whatever. But I know these 2 vitamins are going to come out this check. I don't know when they're going to be coming, but I know they're going to be coming before the next check. So I just add them up and subtract it, right? So we're going to have to get our pills renewed. That's $40. I can't believe it went up. It went up. We were paying $10 for copay for our pills every month. And now it went up to $15 every month. So that's $30 instead of $20. That's a lot. It went up by $10, and that's just not right. And then the dog bones, I just got those dog bones. But I think he has them coming every couple of weeks, so I put it in here again. That's on the 3rd, because I know that it comes, like we just got it. Today is the 13th, 14th. And we just got those delivered. So I have it taken out on the 3rd. So it doesn't necessarily need to come out this check, but it does next check because then they'll ship it. So that's what I'm saying with that stuff. So that's that. And I do have a hospital bill we need to pay. So I'm going to put, I'm just going to put hospital. And I have to look in here. I know one is 25. And I think the other one is 16 or something. I'm just going to put 20. That one will get paid off, but this one we're going to have to pay on every check till it's paid. And it's like $160, something like that. It's for Ariel when she had an MRI done. So I have to put that in here. So I'm going to put this as 320 because I want to pay those. And that's going to be an ongoing thing. I got to remember that that's going to be ongoing. But it's in here, and I go through it, and I'll mark it for April's. When I go in here to do April's thing for that first check. So this one is going to be the 3rd. So this is going to be the week of the 3rd to whatever is after that. 2 weeks after that. What is it? 2 weeks after the 3rd, the 17th. So 3rd to the 17th, and this one is going to be the 17th through May 1st. May 1st. So I will add the hospital stuff in there when I go in to fill this out. It takes a hot minute to do this, but it's better for him I mean, it was good for me too, but this is double doing pretty much right here. But this, if he wants to go in here and say, okay, for the month, how much is everything? I said, go in here to this page and add it all up. I don't know what to tell you, because if I wanted to keep it simplistic, I would do this, add the amounts in, and do this like I did the notebook. You know, just looks better. And then he starts crossing it off here as he pays it. When I give him this, you know, but he can see that, you know, the money issue is not me. He thought it was me. It is not me. It is not me. So he can see now. So I don't know if he'll continue to do it. I don't care one way or the other. I still have to do this part of it, you know, and then I have to watch him when he pays stuff because he doesn't know. He goes by what I say. So he wants to do it, he can do it. That's fine with me. Whatever. All power. We haven't quite talked about my job, my income, because I have 3 incomes. I have my job that I'm doing right now, which is 3 days a week, so it's about $215, $207, depending if I get my full hours, 5.5 hours. Like this last week, this last check, I only got 5 hours, so I missed half of it, you know. So it really depends. It's still a little over $200, so it's $200. And then my new job with the post office, that's going to be every 2 weeks, and it's going to be somewhere around, because they said that it would be $2,000 a month, so $1,000, you know, give or take. You know, they got to take out their stuff or whatever, you know. So, you know, we haven't talked about my job yet. And then I got my YouTube stuff. I don't get nothing from this because I don't have enough subscribers. Once I get 1,000 subscribers, that'll change. But for now, it's not. I do get that over on the other side. But I only get, it's been working out to be every 3 months is what it's doing. And it's because I'm not putting in the full effort, I guess, to make it do better. If you add the shorts, if you do shorts, a lot of them, like 3 or 4 times a day, every day, that's a lot. I'm not here all day. I can't do that. So I try to do 1 or 2 of them a week. So if I did more of those, it would probably go quicker. But you don't get a check until you've reached the threshold of $100. So once you meet that $100, say you meet that $100 the first week of March or whatever, they don't pay out until the end of the month. So I think it's around the 26th. So you don't see it for a little bit. So yeah, I mean, every couple months I get $100. A little over $100. It was a little over last time, which is, you know, whatever. I would not, if you're doing YouTube, I would not count it on being your only income. Not unless you are totally devoting and you are willing to pay to get extra advertisers and stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm not forking out any money other than what I already have. I'm not doing it. No. So if you like my stuff, you like my stuff. If you don't, you don't, you know. And if I put links in, if you choose to do so, then do so. If not, then don't. You know, I'm not a pusher. I'm not going to push. I'm not a heavy duty salesman. Never have been. I'm not going to push anybody into doing anything. So anyway, enough about that. I'm just letting you know, if you choose to do YouTube, just know it's a lot of work. Not only do you do the time in the videos, but the editing, the backside of it, and then learning it. Yeah, it's something. It is something. So that's what it is. 700. I could probably add everything up, But like I said, there's going to be more to the hospital part of this, I think. But everything else is there. So let's see, 700. Let's add it up and see what the total is. I love the sound of that. I want to get the keyboard that's like that. And I think it would be fun. Let's see, Amazon, 11. And that changes too. It's not always the same. It depends on where they get it from, the provider. So just that is 2169.97. Okay. That's that. Okay. So I haven't filled in the gas for his car, my car. I haven't figured in the hospital thing. So it's probably going to be upwards to 22. Now, the other thing that's happening is he's retiring the end of this month. So we're used to getting a certain income from his job every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, and I don't know if I've written it in here. Yeah. Every 2 weeks we get $18.87, right? Without me working, it pays for stuff. I mean, we have to pinch our belts a little bit, but it pays for stuff. Now that I am working, and he's got a new job, but his new job, I don't think is paying him that every 2 weeks. It's not that. I think it's less than that, so we have to use my income for the excess. Now, I thought he wasn't going to retire for another 3 or 4 years. So the extra money that I'm bringing in, I thought we'd be able to get a new car. Well, that ain't going to happen anymore. It can't happen anymore. It's just not. It's just not. So, because because I have 2 jobs, he has 1. His job is 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever it is. It's all day, right? Monday through Friday. My 2 jobs, one of them is 3 days a week. One, because of my age and I haven't been on my feet, I was not going to do 8 hours, 5 days a week. There was no way. And even now, I'm like, I don't think I could do it. It'd be too much for me. So I'm keeping the 3 days a week. I want to stay with 5.5 hours. 5 hours, 5.5 hours. So the new job is 6 days a week, 7 to noon 30. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5.5 hours. Right? 6 days a week. So between the 2 of them, it's 1 full-time job. So, I don't know. It's a lot. So, 5.5 times 2 equals 11. So, 3 days a week, I'm going to be working 11 hours. 3 days a week. So, it's going to be, the post office job isn't going to be like, okay, you're on your feet 24/7, from the time you get there to the time you leave. It's not like that. You are on your feet, but if I want to sit, I can sit. You know what I mean? At my other job that I have right now, I can't do that. You have to wait for your 10-minute and you have to wait for your half hour. So, it's been rough on my feet and my back. It really has. I don't know how long because that one I get paid every week, every single week, which is, I love that. So I'm getting about $200 every week. So I'm just going to put 200 times 4 is $800. So I'm getting at least $800 a month for the one. I've never sat down and really figured it out. So I don't have extra paper. Let's see. So the one job is $800 a month, right? My second job is going to be $2,000 a month, give or take a little bit. So that's $2,800 a month. And right now he is getting 1887 times 2 equals, he's getting 37,400 a month, right? So that we're missing almost $1,000 with just me working. So his other job, he has to make at least over $1,000 a month. So, and I have no idea. I don't know what he's making with that new one. I haven't sat and talked to him. But my jobs, that's, and I would like to finally have some money for myself, you know. And I know he does too. And he's the man of the family. And he does, you know, he supports the family. But he does deserve to be able to take a couple $100 and do what he wants with it. You know what I mean? And so I was thinking my two jobs, the one job, you know, the one I'm doing right now, at least I'd like to keep $100 of that for myself, for me to be able to do what I want with it, right? I don't think that's going to happen with his retirement stuff. So I don't know. It's something that we got to figure out. So I don't know if anybody else is in the same boat I am. I don't know. Are you? Are you? But if I had to make things on my own, I could do it. I could possibly do it. Our house payment is $700, right? Then I would have, we don't have car payments. So as long as I didn't have a car payment, I would be able to maintain this house with me doing these two jobs myself. If heaven forbid something happened to him, I would be able to do it. I would. I would probably actually pick up another day at the one job, so I'd have more than the $200. That would give me like $3,000 a month. And I would be able to support me and Ariel. Wouldn't be able to get much more, but we'd, you know, we'd be comfortable and it would be okay. But, you know, I'm starting to think about that stuff. He is older than me. I mean, he says he's healthier, but I don't have to go in and have surgeries and all this stuff, you know. So I don't know if it's like that. Heaven forbid something should happen to him. It'd be horrible. And it would be rough for a while. But there was some, you know, there would be things I would get rid of. You know, I would get rid of. I mean, I wouldn't have the camper, you know. I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have half the insurance, you know. My insurance bill would go down. You know, everything would be pretty much cut in half because I wouldn't have his credit card stuff. I'd have my own, you know. And I've used one when I got my new I got it, not a new laptop, I got a new used laptop so I could have it for myself because mine died. And so that was $150. I did use my card, but I have not used my other two. No way. Those are for emergency only. So I'm paying that off. So each check that I get, like I just got paid, so I paid $50. My check Monday, I get Monday, I'm paying another $50. And it will be paid off on the third one. So that would be paid off. And then I won't use it again until I have to. I needed my laptop. I needed a laptop. So it's working out, guys. I am doing okay. We're figuring it out. And this is the kind of stuff that's happening. He wants to retire. You know, he's stressed. It was a lot of strain. and I needed to figure some things out. He needs to figure some things out, and we're going from there. So, the budget stuff, I hate budget. I am not a good adult. But we got to figure this stuff out, you know. I'm going to end up having to carry the insurance because his retirement, he's not going to get any money because it's all going to insurance. And he's older than I am. He's going to be on Medicare before me. And we still have a child. And so I need to be able to have insurance for her. So I'm going to end up having to get insurance through one of the places. Anyway, so there's a lot to figure out and to sit down, and hopefully it doesn't start a fight and all that stuff. So money starts fights with couples. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm enjoying my 2 days off that I have until the end of the month. And then that's all gone. That is all gone. I'm going to have half days. So I'll have Monday and Tuesday half days and Sunday as time off. And Saturday half days. So, yeah. Not fun. Not fun at all. I've gotten spoiled. Big time. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Little chatty, but that's kind of what's going on. We're just trying to figure things out. He's decided he wants to retire, and he should, you know, whatever. But I'd like it if I didn't have to work at all, ever. But it's coming to where I have to. If I want a retirement or any kind of money, Social Security or anything, I have to work for these next 7 years, which I'm not happy about. I'm getting too old for this stuff. Everybody else probably feels the same way I am. It's too old for this stuff. You work, you work to live. You're not living. You're working. I mean, you're living to pay bills, and it shouldn't be that way, But yeah, I think the people back in the old days had it good, But they still worked. They manned their properties, and so you got to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you again soon. Bye now.